everyone. Welcome back to the Grapevine program, and it is Wrestling Hall of Fame time. I have Chuck Hewlett and John Walters. We're going to talk all about it, so it's coming up here pretty quick.
Yes, November 15th is when it is, so yeah.
But they can get tickets now.
Our tickets won't be ready till October 6th.
Oh, so we're giving you a lot of warning that it's coming.
Yes. October 6th, the tickets will be available for purchase, and they will be $25 this year due to the meat prices. Have kind of everybody knows that, but then 4 to 5 o'clock is going to be our social hour. Also, there's going to be silent auction. There's going to be baskets, freshman through senior class baskets. We will have IA Wrestle, the go-to media for all Iowa or for all wrestling in the state of Iowa. We'll have a apparel basket there, and then also we'll have 24 of Barb Wilmoth cinnamon rolls. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff that gets added to that. So then this year, as far as a live auction. We had a quarter of beef donated to us from last year's Hall of Fame inductee Steve Harvey.
Nice.
We'll be doing that live auction on that. And then also IA Wrestle also has donated 2 tickets. These 6 tickets actually will be to be announced whenever the schedule comes out. But IA Wrestling has donated 2 tickets for an Iowa home duel. And then also Jim Sinclair, is a good friend of the late Scott Clem, has donated 4 tickets. And last year I purchased them. Mm-hmm. Great tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, they're second row, and it's just down on the floor and it's intense.
Last year it was with Nebraska, so that
it was Nebraska last year.
Nebraska's very, very tough.
Yep. So, and then. That's all live auction, and again, I don't know what we might get more stuff added to that.
That was my next question. Since we are here a little bit earlier this year, then is there time if people want to donate something?
Yeah, they sure can.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, they sure can. So they can contact me or John or any one of the committee members. So
okay,
yeah. And all that stuff starts 4 to 5. Then at 5 o'clock, Coach Downing he'll give the state of Creston wrestling. 5:15 will introduce the teams 65, 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015. That is from if you was a freshman on that team to freshman to senior from 1965. All them people can come to
we've always been strong believers that this is a wrestling family, and it's not all about the very best wrestler, and I've said this many years, even the best wrestlers not always the best wrestlers. They get beat sometimes. Mm-hmm. So it's about the team and everybody goes to practice and everybody works hard to make everyone better. So we want to really stress that, and even if you weren't even on the varsity or not even on JV, you were on that team those years. They graduate the 65 year, if you were a freshman through senior, like Chuck said, and the 75. This is our 4th year doing this. We started in 1961-62 season, so the 62, 72, 82 is our first year, and we're up to the 65, 75. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we really want to get you there. It's a good time, and some people haven't been there yet. This is an opportunity for them to be recognized for their past, accomplishments, and also just their being a part of a team.
Sure.
Yep. 5:45 will be the welcome prayer, followed by a steak or chicken meal. Again, big thanks to the Cattlemen and the Eagles for the preparing the food. 6:30, the Creston Hall of Fame welcome. Then my last deal is our committee we go through a lot of stuff. John does a ton of work. We all do a lot of stuff when it gets down to who we are going to or who gets nominated to be inducted. Then after that, then the girls come in and take care of the rest of the stuff. So we got to give a big thanks to Tammy Hewlett, Emmy Key, Shanna Thompson, Tammy Stewart, Sherry Walters, Dory Schultz, and then Amy Studer. She come on last year for our social media, getting it out there so everybody can read it, which is a big thing.
And look forward in the near future for a lot more stuff being added to
correct
the website.
So, yep. So, John, you go ahead.
Well, it's our 9th year of the Hall of Fame, and we have 3 individuals being inducted and a team. And the first one I'm going to talk about is Doug Minnick. He was on the first wrestling team we ever had in 61, 62. He graduated in 63, and he was a star athlete all around. He was a smaller heavyweight for us, but he was outstanding in all his sports. I'm sure he was one of them nominated for male athlete of the year, which they started in 1960. But he was a really strong athlete and a good wrestler, and he went to Northwest Missouri State and wrestled down there on a team that was eventually in their Hall of Fame, and he wrestled heavyweight down there for them. Doug also, we believe, was the first Creston wrestler to go and be a head coach in wrestling. And he also coached, I was just telling Chuck earlier, I found out yesterday, he also coached basketball and took girls to a state tournament right after he got out of the Navy. And a little town south of Mount Air, I haven't even heard of that school. I can't even remember what he said, Martinsville maybe, or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, he's a very, very talented guy, and he's still around, and he follows our sports, and so he's the first inductee. And then next, Gary Viets, who's passed away in 2016, a good friend of mine. He was a really good wrestler. He didn't get the recognition at the time that he might have had because he was behind Southwest Iowa's 65 schools, including Southwest Iowa's very first 4-time state place winner, Jeff Abel, and also we had our first 2-time state champion there, and another 2-time state champ at his weight. So his senior year, he broke into the lineup, and he did really well. He got beat at districts by a kid he kind of manhandled both times he wrestled him, but he hurt his back right before districts and lost a really close match to him. But his wrestling he was a very good wrestler. He went on to coach at Collins Maxwell, and he was head coach up there right out of college. A couple years, then he came to Creston, and he was assistant coach in Creston behind Dan Stevens. And Dean Yohe was there with him. And then he decided to dropped down to junior high, and he was a long-time junior high coach and a math teacher, 6th grade math teacher, and we lost him, like I said, in 2016, a huge loss. But congratulations to Doug and Gary for going in. Now we're going to get a little more modern. We've got Daniel Scarberry, 2004 graduate. He placed 5th at state as a junior, and he won state as a senior. And I haven't missed a state tournament 50-some years, and that was the most exciting. His path to the state championship was the most exciting of everybody's that I've ever seen. He had some very high-scoring matches, and boy, if you could, I'm getting emotional.
Yeah.
Boy,
yeah.
Anyway,
So he's going to be there.
Daniel's going to be there.
Yeah.
He transferred from East Union over here in high school, freshman or sophomore year, and he got in with the crew of Creston people. Creston was just really stepping it up. We had good teams all along, and Rich Downing had some very, very good teams in the 90s. Anyway, Daniel, when he got in there, we just got our 2nd state trophy, the first one since 1975 when he was a junior, and then he wins it. So congratulations, Daniel. And then next we got the 2008 team. We inducted the 2007 team a few years ago, which was a state championship team who scored 112 points. Well, the next year in 2008, we were runners-up, but we scored the 2nd most points ever in 2A with 139 points behind Emmetsburg's 154. But Ballard, Huxley, they set the record with 180 that year, but we had 4 state champs and a runner-up, a 7th place finisher, and other qualifiers. It was just an unbelievable year. Got 2nd in the state duels, 2nd in the state tournament, but 139 points. It's only twice we've scored over 100. But the state championship team of 2007 had 112. So the 2008 team, awesome, unbelievable, and they're going to be in there. So those are the inductees.
All right. It's going to be a great night.
Going back to Doug Minnick, it's, when John was talking about that, it's how many times you ever stumped Johnny Walters on history of any kind of sport.
I'm sitting here, I'm listening to him talking. He's got no notes.
Yes.
He has nothing in front of him.
No, he don't.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I got all kinds of scribble in front of me.
Same. We've got our notebooks, and he just walks in.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
showing us all up.
no.
Well, you're from the Ringo County area. Maybe you could do that. Find out where what town that is, south of Mount area.
I'm going to work on it.
All right.
I'm going to work on it, guys.
right.
Thank you, and start looking out online for more information.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.